Hey guys, welcome back to Vol Profit. Today we're doing something really important. I'm going to walk you through TradingView, and not just in theory. I'm talking about the actual chart, the tabs, the lines, the tools, basically everything you need to know so you don't feel lost when you first open this platform. Because let's be honest, the first time you open TradingView, it feels like you just logged into a spaceship control panel. Buttons everywhere, weird icons, lines crossing, and you're like, am I here to trade or to launch a rocket? Don't worry, by the end of this video, you will be comfortable navigating it like a pro. So, let's start from the top. When you first open a chart on TradingView, the first thing you see is the big toolbar at the top. This is where you can choose which asset you want to look at. So if you want Bitcoin, you just type BTC USD. If you want gold, type XAU USD. If you want Tesla stock, type TSLA. Boom, the chart loads. Super simple. But here's the funny part. Beginners always forget this. They'll be staring at some random stock chart and thinking, wow, this strategy doesn't work. Bro, of course it doesn't. You're analyzing Apple when you thought it was Bitcoin. Always check what symbol you're on first. Next, right here, you can change the time frame. This is where you decide how much price action you want to see. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day. If you pick the 1 minute chart, it's like watching a Tom and Jerry episode, chaotic, fast, and entertaining, but not always useful. The daily chart, on the other hand, is like watching a documentary, slower, calmer, but with more meaningful information. So, depending on whether you're scalping or swing trading, you'll choose the right time frame, and don't worry, you'll eventually find your favorite. Now let's talk about the actual chart area. This is where the magic happens. You've got candlesticks here, each one showing price movement for the time frame you selected. Green means price went up, red means it went down. And yes, I know some people like to make them blue and purple, but trust me, keep it simple. If your chart looks like a rainbow explosion, you're not trading, you're decorating. Okay, moving to the left side of the screen. This is where all your drawing tools are. And oh boy, this is where people go wild. Let's start with the basics. Trend lines. You click on the little diagonal line icon, and now you can draw lines on your chart. Simple. You use these to mark trends, support, resistance, all that good stuff. But here's the mistake most beginners make. They draw so many lines, the chart ends up looking like a spider web. Guys, if your chart looks like Spider-Man was practicing there, you've overdone it. Keep it clean. 2 or 3 important lines are enough. Next, we have horizontal lines. These are super useful for marking key levels where price keeps reacting. For example, maybe Bitcoin bounces every time it hits 25,000. Boom, you put a horizontal line there. That way, next time price comes near that level, you know it's important. Think of it like leaving sticky notes on your chart saying, hey, watch this spot. Now, let's talk about shapes. Yes, TradingView lets you draw rectangles, circles, and more. Why? Well, rectangles are actually pretty useful. You can use them to mark zones. For example, maybe there's a consolidation area where price keeps bouncing up and down. You draw a box around it to highlight that zone. Circles. Well, unless you're making modern art, you won't use circles much. But hey, if it helps you explain something, why not? There's also the famous Fibonacci tool. This one looks fancy, and honestly, it makes you look smart even if you don't know what you're doing. You just click at the bottom of a move, drag it to the top, and boom, magical lines appear. Traders love to say, "Ah yes, the 61.8 retracement level." Sounds very scientific, but in reality, it's just maths mixed with trader psychology. People believe in it, so it kind of works. Use it, but don't worship. Moving on, you've got text tools. You can literally write on your chart. So if you want to remind yourself why you took a trade, or maybe leave a motivational message like, "Don't panic bro, you can do that. Just don't write your grocery list there. Trust me, I've seen charts with notes like, buy milk at 7. Wrong platform, buddy." Now let's jump back up to the top bar again. Here you can change how your chart looks. Candles, bars, lines. Most traders stick to candlesticks because they give you the most information in one glance, and once you learn to read them, it's like learning a new language. A hammer candle, that's buyers saying, "Not today, bears." An engulfing candle, that's one team completely wiping out the other. It's almost like watching a battle between buyers and sellers, and candlesticks are the battlefield reports. On the right side, you've got your watch list. This is where you can keep track of all your favorite assets. Instead of typing BTC USD every time, you just save it there. Super handy. But careful, some traders add 200 assets to their watch list and then spend hours scrolling like it's Netflix. Guys, pick a few pairs, focus on them, and stop scrolling. The market is not a buffet. You don't have to eat everything. Below that, you've got alerts. And this is one of my favorite features. You can tell TradingView to alert you when price hits a certain level. For example, you want to know when Bitcoin breaks above 30,000. You set the alert, go live your life, and ding, TradingView calls you back when it happens. It's like having a personal assistant who never sleeps. Just don't get carried away setting alerts for every single price move, or your phone will sound like a slot machine. Now, let's check the bottom of the chart. Here you can see the replay button. Oh yes, this is where you can actually replay past price action as if it's happening live. It's like a trading time machine. Super useful for practice. And honestly, it's fun. You can test your strategies, pretend you're in 2020 buying Bitcoin at 3,000, and then cry when you realize you didn't actually do it in real life. And finally, indicators. This is the section where people lose their minds. TradingView has thousands of indicators: RSI, MACD, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, and 1,000 more custom ones people coded. Here's my advice: keep it simple. Too many indicators will only confuse you. You don't need 15 signals to tell you what to do. In fact, the best traders often use just 1 or 2 indicators combined with clean price action. Remember, indicators are like spices. A little bit makes the food tasty. Too much and you ruin the dish. So that's TradingView in a nutshell. The tabs, the lines, the shapes, the tools. Once you get comfortable, it'll feel like second nature. At first, you'll click the wrong button, draw lines accidentally, maybe delete your whole chart setup. It happens to everyone. But after a while, you'll be flying through it like a pro. And remember, TradingView is just a tool. The magic doesn't come from the tool. It comes from you, the trader, knowing how to use it. A bad trader with the best tools is still a bad trader. but a good trader with even simple tools can make money. So don't fall into the trap of thinking, if I just find the perfect indicator, I'll never lose. That's like thinking if you buy the most expensive frying pan, you'll automatically cook like Gordon Ramsay. Nope, you still need skill, patience, and practice. So that's it for today's walkthrough. I hope you had some laughs and learned something new. Go ahead, open TradingView, play around with the tools, and start making it your own. The more comfortable you get with your chart, the more confident you'll feel in your trades. This was Sean, and I'll see you in the next one.